Well, Elon Musk, the head of the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is getting pushback for his latest demand. He gave federal employees a little more than 48 hours to respond to an email listing 5 things they accomplished at work in the past week. The ultimatum: if they don't respond, they will be forced to resign. Fox's Madeline Rivera has more on the confusion over this mandate.
Elon Musk wants federal employees to send an email with a list of things they accomplished last week. He also says failure to respond would be taken as a resignation. The Office of Personnel Management did confirm it is asking employees to send a brief summary of what they did. The deadline, as seen on this post, is the end of Monday. The note does not mention the threat of terminations, though. In fact, the OPM says agencies will determine the next steps. Musk's directive comes after President Trump urged him to be more aggressive, despite DOGE gaining access to more than a dozen federal agencies and the firings of thousands of federal workers.
I don't think this is a request that is that difficult. I would ask my employees to let me know what they're doing. But I will double down on the fact of we don't need to be so cold and hard, and let's put a little compassion and, quite frankly, dignity in this as well.
But there is confusion surrounding this order. New FBI Director Kash Patel, for instance, is telling agency personnel to pause any responses to the OPM's emails, saying the FBI is going to do its own interviews in accordance with its own procedures.
You have people doing this, pointing in each direction. You do this, you do that. It shows that, again, this type of idea of Musk coming in there with the chainsaw that he was famously brandishing at a political event in Washington, D.C. this week, it's a lot more complicated than that. Running government's a lot more complicated than that.
The country's largest federal employee union, the American Federation of Federal Government Employees, is promising to respond, saying it will challenge unlawful terminations of its members. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.